13. Grahakshātara chakrastaha paramanvādīna jagat samvassaravasanena paryeti animisho vibhuhu. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Influential stars, planets, luminaries and atoms all over the universe are rotating in their respective orbits under the direction of the Supreme, represented by eternal Kala. Please repeat. Influential stars. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that the sun is the eye of the Supreme and it rotates in its particular orbit of time. Similarly, beginning from the sun down to the atom, all bodies are under the influence of Kala Chakra, or the orbit of eternal time, and each of them has a scheduled orbital time of 1 samvatsara. So we are reading from the chapter Calculation of Time from the Atom. This is the chapter name in Srimad Bhagavatam. Maitreya Rishi is explaining about the divisions or the calculation of time. He is explaining about the concept of atom as mentioned in this Bhagavata Purana. So we have seen various calculations of time in the previous shlokas, starting from the smallest atomic time up to, in the last 3 shlokas it is explained, up to 100 years of the human being. The whole time scale has been mentioned. In the next shloka we will see Prabhupada actually puts up the entire table. What is Truti, what is Laghu, what is Prahara, what is Danda. Various dimensions, various parameters are mentioned. So here it is mentioned that Graha, that means planets, Ruksha, that means, here Prabhupada is translating it as the influential luminaries like Ashwini Nakshatra. Then Tara, apart from the prominent nakshatras, there are so many hundreds and thousands, millions of stars are there in the sky. Then here it is mentioned Chakrastaha Paramanu Adhina, and also atoms. So they are all rotating in their respective orbits. Chakrastaha. A Paramanu has its own orbit, and biggest planets, they also have their own orbits, and they are all rotating in their orbits. Chakrastaha. And then samvatsara avasanena, when they are orbiting, pariyeti, they complete 1 round. And how much, what is the parameter? Samvatsara. They take 1 samvatsara. Animisho vibhu. And who is deciding this time? Vibhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So they all have their own orbits, and they complete their rotating in their orbits in a scheduled orbital time of 1 samvatsara, 1 year. So it is clear that our 1 year is different from the 1 year of the Pita planets and also the Deva planets like moon. Our 1 year will be 24 hours in the heavenly planets like moon and all that. So Prabhupada is quoting here one of the important verses of Brahma Samhita. Yachakshuresha savita sakalagrahanam raja samasta suramurtirasesha teja yasyajnaya brahmati samvruta kala chakro govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. So here the sun god is described in Brahma Samhita. It is mentioned as Sakalagrahanam Raja, the king of all the planets. Sakalagrahanam. Here also the same word graha is been used. No life in any of the graha can exist without the sun rays or the sunshine. So all the planets are dependent on the sun. In fact, they survive, they get maintained because of the sun. That's why it is called Raja. It is the king of all the planets. It is also a planet, but it is king. Then Ashesha Teja. It has got almost unlimited Teja, Ashesha. Shesha means remaining. Ashesha means doesn't remain anything. Continuously. For millions of years, the sun is supplying the sunshine, the heat and light to the entire universe. There is only one sun within the universe. And that sun supplies the light and heat to all the planets, all the stars, or whatever the heavenly bodies that we may observe. And that is Ashesha Teja. It's almost unlimited. It is calculated by the scientists that if the sun comes little closer by a little fraction this side, many planets will get burnt. And if the sun goes little far away from its orbit, many planets will get freezed. Because the sun is positioned such a way, all the planets are positioned in such a way that things are going on nicely. But if it comes little bit here, goes away, then there will be devastation. And then sun has almost unlimited teja. But still it cannot burn other planets. It cannot burn the universe. Because yasyajnaya. It is under the ajna of yasnajna brahmati samvruta kala chakro. It is moving exactly according to the order of Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. So, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, Govinda, under his order, the sun orbits, chakrastaha, it remains in its orbit. So precisely that the whole universe is balanced by the order of the Supreme Lord. The scientists may say the planets and the whole balance is because of gravitational law or Kepler laws. That's the language that they know. But what is that which is keeping all of these planets under their orbits is Ajna, the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is a person. Each planet is a person. All these personalities, they obey the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. That's all, as simple as that. It's a personal management of the universe. Management of the personalities. There are so many personalities in this universe. They are involved in these universal affairs. And all the stars and planets, they are also personalities. It will be surprising to hear that they are all personalities. Yes, each planet has a predominating deity. Even sun planet has a predominating deity. And these predominating deities, they sit in their chariots and then they move in the orbit that is decided by Krishna. Chakrastaha means each one has their own orbit. Actually, oceans are there, very powerful. And although they are very powerful, full of massive water, they have the capacity to destroy. If a tsunami comes, within 1 minute, a big city will be finished. Similarly, sun is a highly powerful body, very powerful. It can burn the whole universe. So, although they are all very powerful personalities, but still they are controlled, they are limited. Why are they not doing all this? Why this burning is not happening? Why the ocean is not crossing its line? Because they have their own chakrastaha. They have their own orbits. Ocean, you see, it doesn't cross. As if there is one invisible line. It doesn't cross that line. That's why confidently, if you go to, say, Visakhapatnam, and you see the particularly weekends in the very lot of people on the beach. There is a beach road. There is a long beach road in Visakhapatnam, and then so many people will be there. Children are playing, and parents are there discussing. They are looking at the ocean, and vendors are there. They're all purchasing, eating, enjoying the environment, moving around, smiling, laughing. We have seen all this. Right? Nobody is fearing that the ocean may come towards them unusually. Nobody, unless this is a tsunami, nobody has that fear. Very happily they are enjoying that life. Why? Because they know it will not cross a certain line. Sometimes some waves will come, bigger waves, they come a little closer. But other than that, there is no surprise. They know that it's under control. So this is Jai Radha Govinda. Govindam Adipurusham. This is Yasajnaya Brahmati Sambruta Kala Chakro Govindam Kala Chakra. Here also Prabhupada is mentioned. They are all under the influence of Kala Chakra, the orbit of eternal time. So, even these big personalities with so much of power and capacity, they are also chakrastaha. They are also limited in their activities, the control, and even they are not independent. They cannot come one degree this side and 1 degree that side. They cannot come. Nobody can be independent in this. Even they are controlled. They are such big personalities, predominating deities of the planets. So, this acceptance of control and dependence of Krishna, that is Krishna consciousness. And seeing Krishna's control everywhere, that is Krishna consciousness. His control is seen at the level of atom, and his control is seen in the biggest planet called Sun planet. All are acting under Yasyajnaya Brahmati. So in the purport Prabhupada, he says, interestingly, all bodies are under the influence of time. Not only the atomic body, the sun, in between human bodies are there. So many other bodies are there. All bodies are under the control of the eternal time, Kala Chakra. Nobody has any independence to cross over these arrangements. Everybody is chakrastaha. They have their own orbits, particularly these moving objects like planets and stars. They all have their own. And within this universe, there are so many grahas, so many stars, and it is said that they are all moving. Sun is also moving. There used to be a theory that sun is actually stationary and then everything else is moving around the sun. But actually, according to Bhagavata, sun has its own orbit. Chakrastaha, it also has an orbit. Sun is also under the control of time. Vibhuhu, the Supreme Lord, he exercises his control through time. Animishaha. So the sun, it moves, planets are moving, stars are moving, looks like everything is moving. Around what? It is mentioned in Bhagavatam that they are all moving around the pole star, the planet of Dhruva Maharaj. Lord Vishnu is so pleased with Dhruva that his planet is the pivot for the entire movement of all these objects. The planets, the heavenly bodies, the atoms, everywhere there is a movement. So Jagat means moving. Everything is moving. That is Jagat. And the Nadha is called Jagannatha. The Nadha of this moving Jagat is Jagannath. That is Krishna. So that's why here it is mentioned. So the purpose behind these descriptions of atoms and planets is to understand that everything is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What are these orbits? These orbits are also given by Krishna and they are made up of the material energy. These orbits. And those predominating deities have to stick on to those. Orbits are like machines. They will have to work within the machine and ensure that they all obey the will of the Supreme Lord. So sometimes we hear that Rahu, Ketu, they attack the moon, the sun, eclipses. There are not some mythological descriptions. The real personalities and the real emotions and feelings. And that's why you see there is a interplay of exchanges among these planets. They also have their life. It's not that only they have their personal life also. Not only continuing to move around and move the planet around, they have their own personal lives. They have their families, they have their interactions, everything is there. Similarly, Mahavishnu, we should not think that he has no other work, only breathing out and again breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. No, he has his own personal life. Rama, Mother Rama, she is Lakshmi, she is there. So many servants are there. And when Krishna and Arjuna goes to see Mahavishnu, they see a big palace. So they all have their own private lives. Private in the sense that, whatever we are hearing here, their official work. Apart from that, they also have more confidential activities. Ultimately, Krishna or a saintly person doesn't have any private life. Their private life is same as public life. And pure devotee has nothing to hide in his life. His life is an open book, completely transparent and pure. And so there is nothing to say that it is private, something is private and something is public. And the origin of all saintliness is Krishna. And then so he has nothing to hide again. He is, every action is meant for auspiciousness of the universe. Sometimes some people, they wonder, why did these Krishna's activities, Rasa Leela and all that, they have been disclosed. You could have hide it. Why Krishna has to disclose all these things? So a saintly person or the Lord has nothing to hide. There is nothing, there is no dark side in their activities or in their character. This entire material creation he can transcend. Very interesting, when Krishna, he appears in the prison in front of Vasudeva and Devaki. Devaki, she offers prayers to Krishna. As soon as Vasudeva and Devaki sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead in front of them, then Devaki, she offers prayers. And then she says, "O inaugurator of the material energy, this wonderful creation works under the control of powerful time." Everybody knows in the Vedic culture that the whole creation is under the control of the powerful time. Somehow in this modern the understanding that we are actually under control, time control, sometimes we'll come to know when the time is getting over. We are rush, we look at the watch and then we rush, we experience the control. Particularly some movie is about to start and then got delayed, some cricket match got delayed, then the time influence is more, feel the pinch. So she is saying, under the control of powerful time, which is divided into seconds, minutes, hours and years. See, a systematic division like this also shows the hand of the Lord. There is a creator, there is a brain, there is a thinking. Otherwise, why only 60 seconds is 1 minute and 60 minutes is 1 hour? Why not 61? A number means somebody has decided this is what it is. There's no argument there. This element of time, which extends for many millions of years, is but another form of Lord Vishnu. This is the most important to understand. Time is also not independent. Time is under the control of Lord Vishnu. For your pastimes, you act as the controller of time. See, he is the controller of time. But you are the reservoir of all good fortune. Kshema Dhama. Krishna or Vishnu is the reservoir of all good fortune. Let me offer my full surrender unto your lordship. Devaki could see that the personality who appeared in front of her is none other than the controller of time. He is the one who controls the time. We are all under the control of this Chakrastaha, but there is one personality who is not under this. That Supreme Personality is Vishnu or Krishna. So that's the glory of Bhagavatam. Apparently, these are all scientific subjects. Atomic theory, planetary systems. So many subjects are here. But in all these subjects, a uniform control is there of the time. Whatever may be the subject, no one can escape the control of time and control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What is inconceivable is his control extends from atom up to the sun planet, and from this corner to that corner. Such minute control, and that too by a personality, yes. And what does that personality do? He takes care of cows. And his name is Govinda. This is the surprise. All these things are happening, and then he is playing with cows. Is a cowherd? Yes. Krishna, he situates himself in Goloka. Goloka eva nivasati, but akilatma bhuto. He is there in all the living entities. That is Krishna's. God means we should never compare in terms of our calculation. We should know that there is a separate category of personality. Category. We belong to one category called Jiva Tattva, and he belongs to a different category, and that is called Vishnu Tattva. And Vishnu Tattva is omniscient, all-pervading personality, and extremely powerful personality of Godhead. The Lord knows what is happening here. If he is pervaded in the atoms, all atoms only, he knows. No one can escape. That's why it is said the Chakshuresha, the sun planet, is considered as the eye of the Supreme Personality of God, particularly his universal form. So that means no one can escape his observation. Sun is also, moon is also one of the eyes. Now where is the time when sun or moon are not there? Continuously we are under his careful observation, like a father. And then if somebody surrenders to him, depends on him, he is too happy to take care of the child. Kshema Dhama, that's why he is glorified as reservoir of all auspiciousness. So we'll stop here. Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.